Drink beer, it's good for you. I'm empty-handed and I'm feeling blue, and I'm gonna drink till the day that I die.
Hello and welcome to this very first video in my new Grainfather FAQ series. Because of my YouTube channel, I get asked an awful lot of questions about the Grainfather, and I've been busy collecting these in order to provide such a video series. These are actually in no particular order, but they range from basic to more advanced in their nature. There is an awful lot that comes up, as you will see. So let's get started. What volumes of beer can I brew with the Grainfather? Between 15 to 25 litres with the supplied pipework, or 10 to 15 with the small batch pipework. Pipework can also be mixed to suit different grain levels. How long will a Grainfather brew take me from start to finish? It really depends on what you're brewing and how much of it. An averaged out guide would be between 3 to 6 hours. You might find that your first brew or two are a bit longer, but that's to be expected. Do I need a hop spider or to use hop socks with the Grainfather? Need? Definitely not, but you may choose to use them to help with cleanup though. Hops are pretty messy things. How can I avoid the filter getting clogged on the Grainfather? A whirlpool at the end of the boil is a great practice that has many benefits. One of these includes removing excess hops from the filter. As a quick fix, you can also use a bicycle hump connected to the counterflow chiller to blow hops away. What types of hops are suitable for use with the Grainfather? Here you can use pellets, whole cones and flowers. Avoid plugs though, as they're not designed for use in brewing systems, rather just for casks for dry hopping. What can I use to clean my Grainfather? There is an official cleaner, Grainfather High Performance Cleaner, but if you cannot obtain this, then PPW can also be used. If I need spare parts for my Grainfather, can these be easily obtained? Yes, most homebrew stores carry parts, but these can also be purchased directly from the company that produces the Grainfather. Is there an easy way to insert the grain plates for mashing inside the grain container? Yes, I would suggest that you wet both the silicone seal and the inside of the grain container and insert the plates in at an angle. This makes the process easy and problem-free. My heating element has stopped during a brew. How do I fix this? The Grainfather has a protection system built in. If this happens to you, then you should unplug the system and press the cut-off switch underneath. Remember to do this safely. I suggest putting the Grainfather on top of a half pallet to make this easier. What boil-off rate does the Grainfather have? This will of course vary depending on area, temperatures and other variables, but a general guide will be 3 litres per hour on a 220 volt system and 0.4 US gallons per hour on a 110 volt system. The bottom plate on my Grainfather still has some burnt material on it after the regular cleaning process. What can I do to remove it? In most cases, a soft bristle brush and some elbow grease will remove anything like this. If not, then add 5 litres of water with an appropriate amount of high performance Grainfather cleaner. Heat the unit to 55 degrees C for 30 minutes. Take a look, and if you still have some burnt matter on the bottom plate, then turn off the unit but leave the solution to work further for some more hours. Leaving the unit like this unpowered overnight will not do any harm either, and will for sure remove the staining. It's important to remember to wash the bottom plate with plain water after this process. A follow-up with unheated star sand left for a few hours will also assist in removing build-up that the eye cannot see. I have a 110 volt system and I notice that I do not get a very vigorous boil. Is this an issue? Actually no, not at all. This will actually have no impact on the in-beer whatsoever. I have a Grainfather Connect but no smartphone. Can I still use the system? Yes, multiple mash steps can actually be entered onto the unit itself as part of a pre-programmed sequence, and temperatures can be controlled manually on the fly from the unit itself. You will of course be missing out on some of the other features available should you have a smartphone, so one is certainly recommended, but you can certainly use the system nevertheless. This concludes part 1 of this FAQ series. I have actually released part 2 of the series at the same time as this one, so certainly feel free to conclude the series and watch that now. I do hope you found this guide to be useful, interesting and enjoyable. So if you did like this video, then please do like it on YouTube. This really helps me out and allows the videos to be seen by a wider audience on YouTube. I have always got a lot of new videos planned for the future, so if you are interested in seeing my new content, then please subscribe for future content. If you have any questions on anything that I have covered in this video or any other video, then please do not hesitate to get in touch with me via YouTube or Facebook. I'm a member of pretty much every Grainfather Facebook group and more. Happy brewing!